Welcome again to Military Guna TV. Big up people, the relentless sports hub. Massive respect. So today, we want to discuss the best striker in the Concacaf region. Something we have to talk about. But at this moment, Raul Jimenez and Antonio are the main talking point. Also Sargent. And we want to see how well these guys are doing. We're going to dive into their statistics. We're going to look at what they are doing and how they are performing. But big up, much respect for everyone coming. Just jump on the like button as you reach in the chat. Just lick that like button, slap it up. Just slap up that like button. Big up people. Much respect. Was just on coach's deck and be a problem. But anyways, a massive respect. We want to dive into some things, and I can't believe the argument about Ravel Morrison still continues. But big up everybody. Big up. So, all right. So, let me run through it. All right. So, there's all this argument surrounding the squad that we have right now. Is it possible to identify that this squad is the best? All right. So, people are jumping in the chat. Relentless Sports Hub. Big up to you, bro. Maya. Big up. Ian. Big up Ian Campbell. I'm taking that. Miss James. Big up Miss James. Ian said big up Ravel Campbell. But big up people. All right, so I want to dive in a few things. We're also going to look at the Concacaf best 11 and see how we can facilitate that, because we have to look at that as well now. We have to look at that to see how they are going to progress. So that's going to show. So people, as I said, just smash that like button, and let's see how this one goes. So people, as you guys know, I love to get into the statistical aspect of the game. The statistical aspect of the game is the bigger part of the game. I really love that part of the game, and everyone know that it is my favorite topic and discussion to identify what is happening around the players in regards to the consistent playing and how well they're doing on the pitch. I do believe that is one of the most important things right now for players. Not just our players, but what we have. So we want to look at, the first player we're going to look at is Josh Sargent, how well he's doing in the Bundesliga. So we want to look at him and see how well he's doing, and then now do our comparison, and we shall get a better understanding of what this player is capable of doing and what he's doing so far. But we're going to move into that. We're learning this trade that Werder Bremen, not the best players, not the most talented squad as well, but he's of young age, 21 years old, and he has a lot to prove. So I'm going to bring him up, and everyone I know right now is talking about him. Whatever member of the USM national team have him in high regards, but we'll see how that one goes. They have him in very, very high regard, but we'll definitely see how that one goes. All right, so we're bringing up we're going to take an in-depth look on Josh Sargent and see what he has to offer. All right, so definitely nationality US, as you guys know, height fairly tall and a good physical structure. Forward position valued 8.2 million euros. As I said, born in 2000, so it's definitely 21 this year. So perfect right foot, shirt number 19. So let's run through this. As you guys can see, his attacking attribute is rated at 72. Really, really good. His technical aspect of his game is ranked at 61. So his tactical aspect 47, and his defensive ability at 30, and his creative abilities at 56. But as you guys can look at his SOFA score rating, 6.95, not high, not the best as well. But look at his match ratings. Fairly good match ratings. fairly good match ratings. So we look at FC Cologne 97.9, Offenheim, Bayern 7.4, 7.1 match rating against Bayern Munich, against Wolfsburg 6.5, against RB Leipzig 6.6. So fairly good match ratings against those teams as well. So this is so far, this is his Bundesliga stats. Look at his heat map. Not the most intense, but you can see that he's doing a lot of work, even defensively, significantly all over the pitch, as you guys can see. All over the pitch, doing a lot of work, but he's not doing a lot of work inside of the 18-yard box. And definitely, if I am selecting a striker, I want my striker to get that heat map, get his heat map in the 18-yard box, which is crucial, very, very crucial. And I do understand that. So let's go now. Let's go down to the games played and all those type of things. So games played, 26 games started, 25 out of those 26. Really, really impressive, because that shows that he knows what he's doing. Minutes played per game, 80. So definitely he's completing those games. Never been featured in Team of the Week. Goal frequency, 5 goals. That's relatively low. That's pretty low. Goal scoring frequency, every 414 minutes he score a goal. Goals per game, 0.2, which is also low. So I'm not sure why the USA fans are hyping up Josh Sargent, because definitely these stats are not the best. These stats are definitely not the best. So I don't see what he has to offer that we don't see other strikers. I've seen strikers that have less quality in the Premier League with more output than this. So let's go into it. Shots per game, 1. Averaging 1 shot per game, that is very, very low for a striker. For a striker, that is significantly low. Big chances missed, 4, which is okay, which means that he's relatively clinical if he just missed 4 big chances out of all those games, which is showing that he's relatively clinical. Assists, he has 2 assists under his belt. 2 assists, touches 31.6 per 90, which is good as well. Big chances created, 6 big chances created. Goes to show that he has a level of technical ability, can create a few chances as well, as much as taking away, putting away those chances that he get. Key passes, 1 key pass per 90. That is good enough. That is fairly good enough. But again, guarantee you, this is showing me that he has relatively okay stats, but not stats at the elite level. He's not racking up stats at the elite level. Also, people talk about the eye test, and definitely we see that he has a level of quality, but these stats are not matching to certain people eye test that they would say. These stats are definitely not matching up to it. So as you guys can see, definitely, I do believe so. Ian Kevin Roof is a much better striker. So the reason why I did this particular video is because of Tactical. So he's a YouTube page, and also he supports the USA team, big support of the USA team. And he said that he puts a few players in his team. Big up coach. He puts a few players in his team. He puts a few players in his team that I do believe that are not warrant going into the team. Big up Unseen Sports TV. Big up everybody. Big up Cunningham. Unseen Sports, Ravel to the world. As soon as, let me tell you, we're going to finish Ravel today. As soon as we go through this. But I'm also going to do a Concacaf starting 11. I'll be selecting the Concacaf starting 11. I'm going for the best players in the Concacaf going to that starting 11 at the particular positions on the pitch. So I'll be doing that a little bit after this. I'm running through Josh Sargent right now. And as I said, people, Josh Sargent is not matching up any big stats. Relatively simple and common stats. But big up coach, big up Unseen Sports TV. Big up Mr. Vincent coming on. Big up Ravel a big baller. Yes, Ravel a big baller. No, Ravel a big baller. But he come like when he come like in a community, right? You're in a community and baller play in a community. And I'm one man in a community. I'm one man in a community at big baller. So it no matter who else they are trained for how long, once the big baller come, he must play. And the community go ball out, say, oh, this man must play. It's a similar thing. It's just similar to that. It's a similar thing to that case. just community mindset. But we want to move away from that. We definitely want to move away from that. Hopefully we can get some. Tony, Ian Campbell said Tony is the best striker in Concacaf by far. Oh, really? We're going to look into that. We're going to look into that. We still haven't. As anti-sports, don't make it seem that way. I'm not making it. It's what we make it look like. It's not me. It's what we make it look like. So remember no. Everyone wants Ravel Morrison in their starting lineup. Everybody, that even in their starting lineup, everyone wants Ravel Morrison in the team. And the big take is that Ravel must be in the team. That is the biggest take. Ravel must be in the team. That is not the case, military. No, that's true. That's true. That is true. But we are going to dive into it, people. What I'm going to do, I'm going to reel up some stats. You guys know I love to do stats. I'm going to reel up some stats between Ravel, let me see. Remember now, people, potentially, we have a few players coming in potentially, and we have to respect those players who are potential players, because it's stated that potential, which means that it is likely to happen. And since I'm not giving a guy a chance to prove himself, I will definitely give him a chance. But what I'm going to do after I finish with these players, I will dive into the midfielders and also. But also, what I'm going to do, yeah. What I'm going to do, I'm going to run through Ravel, Daniel Johnson, Casey Palmer, all these guys who are playing in midfield, and see what they are doing. And then let's see if they qualify to get a spot over Ravel. We're going to see if these midfielders qualify to get a spot over Ravel. But we want to run through the strikers. That's the first thing we want to do, run through the strikers in this region. That is very, very critical. We have to get that out of the way. Because tactical manager decides that you want to select a starting lineup, and I want to combat that particular starting lineup. I definitely want to combat it, because I don't think that was the best starting lineup. And especially, I told him that Bobby Reed was actually in a better form right now than Pulisic. And when I said that, it was before the Chelsea game. And look at that. Pulisic scored 2 goals. Is it 2 or 1? He scored goals today. So it really made my case a bit harder, but I want to get into those things. All right, so let's get more in depth. So Josh Sargent, we're going to look at his passing stats. He has 2 assists. So in 25 games, he has 7 goal contribution, 5 goals, 2 assists. Really, really, really low, people. He has 31.6 touches per 90. Big chances created, 6. Very, very good. That is good. Key passes, 1 per 90, which is also good as well. Accurate pass per game, 12 at 6.69%. Also good. Accurate pass in his own half, 5.3 at 61%. At 78%. Accurate pass in the opposition half, 6.8 at 61%. So fairly good stats, I can say. Long ball 0.2 at 56%. Chip passes, accurate chip passes 0.3 at 45%. And accurate crosses 0.1 at 27%. So Josh Sargent not racking up the best stats. I won't go into defensive stats. I know a lot of people love to talk about striker defensive stats, but I don't like to talk about that. I deem it that my striker should solely worry about scoring goal and not defending. Yes, we know that we want the striker to give a pound when it's getting rough, but that is when it's getting rough. But I always go for the most potent strikers. So he has dribbles 0.8 per 90 at 64%. Total duels 5.1 at 49%. Not the best as well. Ground duels 3.2 at 54%. Aerial duels 1.9 at 42%. Possession loss 9.5, and fouls. All those things are necessary as well. So we're going now over to Raul Jimenez. We're going over to Raul Jimenez, and let's see what he has to offer. Let's see what Raul Jimenez has to offer. Because Raul Jimenez was ranked, he put Raul Jimenez at number 1 as the best striker in CONCACAF. So this is what we're going to look at Raul Jimenez. Let's see if Raul Jimenez stats surpass Sargent, Josh Sargent, and we'll definitely find out if Raul Jimenez is even in front of Josh Sargent at this moment. Remember, people, we're using this solely based off what is happening right now. The player's performance right now. That is what we're using at. So we have USA providing Josh Sargent. We have Mexico providing Raul Jimenez, and we have Jamaica providing Antonio, Michail Antonio. So this is what we're running through, people. We definitely have to run through this and see how well this one goes. So Raul Jimenez, Mexican, everyone knows that. 29 years old, very, very tall, 1.8 centimeter, which is 1.89 meter. 189 centimeter, which is 1.89 meter. So let's look at his stats. Let's run through. So for his attacking stats, definitely he's rated at 83%. At 83. So let me run through some of the comments section as well. You're not giving a guy a chance to prove himself. Definitely, I will. Unseen Sports. You see, after this, I'll be going to Ravel stat. I'll go into Ravel, doing comparison to Ravel. Let me see. And the rest of midfielders. I'll go into that, like the Anglins, the Louis Baker, the Daniel Johnson. I'll be doing those statistical report and running through those things, guys. So give me a chance. If Tapa don't pick Ravel, or we're going to stone him. Big up Ian. I'm not saying start, just be a part of the squad. And for me personally, yes, he has a strong possibility to be a part of the squad. But if players out there who are playing right now, it will be very, very difficult for me to vouch for him. It's not my choice. Yes, we have the mindset that Tapa will pick him. We have the mindset that Tapa will pick Ravel, but is it the right decision for the team, not for us as fans, not to fulfill what we feel? Is it the right decision for the team? These players are definitely coming on before the World Cup. I agree, Ian. Unseen Sports, and remember, international football is different from club. Definitely, I agree with that. Unseen. Vincent Condon said the US hype some players that not even proven themselves. I agree with that. I think the US overhyped many of their players because Pulisic is having one of the worst seasons of football I can have with such a big name, and guess what? He's still being hyped up. He's still being hyped up. Big up, Barnett. Big up. So people, for this particular season, so let's go into the attacking stats. Rated 83. His technical ability 66. His creative ability 61. Defensive 21. He doesn't do any form of defending. None whatsoever. And then now we have the tactical aspect at 58. So people, this is the striker that they say is the best striker in Concacaf right now. This is what I'm saying. And I'm saying no to that. I am saying no to that. So we will definitely go into this. So we might even look at Ivan Toney, and Ivan Toney blasts away all of these stats that we're looking at right now. Definitely. So we're going over to that now. So that's what. So look at the heat map, as you guys can see. Relatively okay heat map for just 10 games. You guys can see it has a bit more intensity over onto the right hand side, maybe like a semi-winger or something of that sort. He played 10 games. He started all 10 games. Minutes completed 82. In those 10 games, he has 4 goals with a scoring frequency of 206 per minute. Goals per game 0.4. Shots per game 2.2. That is what I like. He's averaging a lot of shots per game. Big chances missed 2. Very, very good as well, which means that he's putting himself in good position, but he's not diminishing himself by giving away those big chances. Assists, 0 assists. He has no assists. Touches per 90, 41.9 touches per 90. Big chances created. Well, that's not his trade, but key passes 0.5. Let's move into his passing. Accurate passes per game 20.5, averaging that at 79%. Accurate passing in his own half 6.7, averaging at 87%. Accurate passing in his opposition of 13.9 at 75%. Accurate long ball 1.5 at 79%. So he's consistent with his passing stats. He's definitely consistent. Accurate passing in his opposition of 13.9 at 75%. Consistent as well with that. And the long balls 1.5, 79%. Chip passes 1.1 at 85%. Very, very good. One of the highest I've seen. Accurate crosses 0.1. So he's not the type of person. So I won't go into his defensive stats as well. These strikers are racking up a lot of good defensive stats, but I won't go into that. So successful dribbles 1.1 successful dribbles per 90 at 48%. Total duels won 4.4 at 41%. Ground duels won 2.9 at 39%. Aerial duels one, which is one of his best traits, 1.5 at 45%. And people are saying he's one of the best strikers aerially. Possession loss 12.2, very, very high for only playing 10 games. Fouls 0.9, was fouled 1.7. So let's move over now onto Michail Antonio. So his SOFA score rating is actually at 6.96, which is similar to Raul, to Josh Sargent. We're going to go to Michail Antonio now. Going over to Michail Antonio and see what Michail Antonio has to offer. Let me run through some of the comments again. Vincent Condon said Raul is quality. Yes, definitely is quality. Unseen Sports. So military, everybody knows that Ravel is not playing right. But as a coach, I would pick him in my squad for this reason. If Ravel is 70% match fit, he would have some great moments in this team. He had something great to my team. I agree with that. But for the Gold Cup, we have 6 matches leading up to the final in the Gold Cup. Do you believe that we can get Ravel fit by those 6 games? By the final, can we get Ravel fit by the finals? If we should go that far, during the group stages, will Ravel be fit during the group stages? Will he get sufficient game time? Will the games be easy enough for us that we can put him on in certain particular games that we're dominating, so we can give him some game time in his legs? Will we be able to do that? So that is big. That is really, really big. So let's move over to Michail Antonio. So definitely, so that is the thing I'm talking about, Ian. So giving the guy some games, especially in upcoming friendlies, would help him to get match sharp. That I think would be the best thing to do. Use him in those friendlies, because the friendlies don't really mean anything. So even if we should lose those friendlies, it does mean nothing. But if we can get match fitness in those particular friendlies, I do believe we can have a good Ravel going into the World Cup, into the Gold Cup. And then now, if we keep him around the team, I think we can have a very, very good Ravel going into the World Cup qualifiers, which means that he will be fully fit moving into that direction. That is if we get those particular friendlies, and I do believe that would add a lot to it. So if we have the friendlies, then now we can say, okay, let's move him into the team and get him into those friendlies as fast as possible. I would start him in those friendlies. I would start him in the friendlies and burn him out. Like for the first game, I'll burn him out. Like let him play 70 minutes. Let his legs get the muscle memory going for the game day. So let's move over now to Michail Antonio. So this season in the Premier League, as you guys can see, his attacking status. Okay, so Unseen Sports, be specific on what fitness I'm talking about. I'm talking about match game day fitness, not just fitness to play, not just fit enough to play a game where he has no injury. I'm talking about match fitness where he can play 90 minutes at a high intensity. Right, I am fit because I have no significant injuries. But I'm talking, can I go and play 90 minutes of intense football game at the highest level? I doubt that. I really, really doubt I can do that. So that is the level of fitness I'm talking about. Not just being able to go and play. So his creative ability, so let's get back to Antonio. 31 years old. He's significantly older than the rest of the players. 180 centimeter. Fairly small, smaller in stature, in height than Raul, but more physical. Preferred foot, use both foot. Oh, that is very, very good. Creative ability, technical ability, 61. Also good because a lot of people are saying that no, Ravel is not world class. Ravel is a class player, but not world class. He's a very, very good player, but not world class. People, world class is nothing normal. How can you rank Ravel as world class? World class is nothing normal, bro. World class is nothing normal. I'm covering 3 players right now who are not world. Raul Jimenez is not world class. Michail Antonio is not world class. Josh Sargent is not world class. Pulisic is not world class. Leon Bailey is close to world class, but he's still a notch below world class. So Ravel is not world class. Leon Bailey is not world class. So Ravel Morrison is not world class. Impossible. World class people, I would consider a Ryan Sterling a world class player. Ryan Sterling. Those at that level, that is the level you should definitely consider as world class. That high level, playing at the highest level in the biggest tournaments. And you have players who have the talent who are not playing at that level. But that is how you grade a player, playing at that level. Alright, so let's get into match ratings. Against Man City 7.3 match ratings, against Leeds 6.6, against Manchester United 6.4, against Arsenal 7.3, and against Wolves 7.0. As you guys can see, look at his work rate, more intense than any one of the strikers that we've covered so far. Definitely more inside of the 18-yard box, more often than those players as well. Total games played 21, started 19 of those. Minutes per game 74. Featured in Team of the Week once. 7 goals. Scoring frequency 222 minutes per goal. Passing statistics up. So goals per game 0.3, shots per game 2, which is almost similar to what Raul Jimenez is providing. So Michail Antonio already passed the amount of goals that Raul Jimenez has scored. Even Josh Sargent. Then no big chance miss 8, which is good, which is very good. Passing assist 5. He has 5 assists, which is good as well. So stats wise, he has more assists than both Raul Jimenez and Josh Sargent. Touches 33.4. Big chance created 3. So this is the era where people are saying Michail Antonio does not really do, and I do believe that it's actually a lie. People are saying that Michail Antonio is not the type of player to link up play and those type of things, and definitely it's a lie. He has 5 assists and he creates 3 chances per 90, 3 big chances per 90. So definitely you have to consider that. Key passes 1 per 90 as well, which is very good. Accurate pass per game 10.5 at 66% completion. Very good as well. Accurate pass in his own half 2.5 at 80% completion. Accurate pass in the opposition half 8.1 at 58%. That is relatively low. Accurate long balls 0.5 at 77%. Accurate chip passes 0.5 at 56%, and accurate crosses 0.1. So I won't go into defensive stat, people. I don't like to go in strike. I just said that twice already. Dribbles per 90, 1.5, which is higher than every other striker that I've covered at 48%. Total duels won. Total duels won at 6 at 40%. Ground duels 3.2. So it's very physical. You get in those challenges and you get physical with the defenders as well. So you guys can see he's the type of player that really bullies defenders. Position loss 13.5, which is relatively okay for a striker. Fouls 1.0 was fouls. So definitely those are the statistics. So, and according to the statistics, his SOFA score rating is for the last 7 months is actually 7.09, which is higher than what the other players that we have covered. So definitely, I do believe that Michail Antonio has more to offer and is the best striker in the Concacaf region right now. He is the best striker in the Concacaf region right now, currently. And I see a lot of people saying that it's Raul Jimenez. And come on, yes, I'm putting aside the injury, and we can say that Raul Jimenez would have scored more goals if he was fully fit. But definitely, no one can actually tell that. But for now, Michail Antonio is definitely the best striker in Concacaf. Michail Antonio is the best striker in Concacaf. So what I am going to do now, people, as I said before, I am going to go into my Concacaf starting 11. I'll definitely go into that. So let me run through some of the comments. Unseen Sports said, okay, so how much games would you give a player before you think that a player is fully fit? Normally, a player needs up to like to be fully fit. And I mean completing at least 60 minutes in those 3 games to really fully match fit. To can play a full 90 at least. Big up Davian Humes. Much respect, Diddy. Big up. So I'm going to go into what I do believe is the best Concacaf starting level. You guys might disagree. A lot of people might disagree with this, but it is what I'm going with. And this is also what I believe. I really do believe it is. So let's do this, people. We're going to do this, and don't get upset with me, people. It is the best we can go. Best for me, best starting level right now. Best starting level right now. Let's go into it. So as and see, these are things that we have to look at. We have to consider those things, because going to the Gold Cup, every Jamaican wants us to win the Gold Cup. Every single Jamaican wants us to win the Gold Cup, because we want the best for our team. Now, we wanting the best for our teams means that we have to select the best player for our team. And guys, if you guys have not seen my interview, I did an interview with Andy Williams, which is former Reggae Boyz, who played on the Reggae Boyz squad in 1998 World Cup. You can go and check out that review. He talked about his journey to the World Cup. He spoke about his journey to the World Cup and how things work out. So please go and check out that video. The link is in the description. Yes, the link is in the description. So just remember, you can even go across that and drop a like on it. But he did spoke about what he thinks the Reggae Boyz are doing right now, and definitely what is happening. And so Unseen Sports said, okay, he might have 2 matches coming up if he get picked before the Gold Cup. And if he plays in those 2 games, Unseen Sport, if he plays in those 2 games and get the sufficient game time, I do believe that he's very, very much recommended for the start for the Reggae Boyz squad. Possible to even start, on my view. That I'm telling you, I don't have anything against the player. I'm just looking at the fact that everyone is solely okay with throwing Ravel Morrison in the starting lineup without being match fit. I am totally against that idea. I am totally against the idea. But giving him sufficient game time, leading up to getting himself proper game fitness, match fitness, I am up for that. That is what I am up for. So, what I'm going to do now, people, I am going to go into the Gold Cup best 11. The Concacaf best 11, what I do believe. So people, assist me with this one. I want you guys to assist me with this one. I want you guys to tell me who would you rather to see in that starting 11. But in goal, I want you guys to definitely tell me who would you rather to see in that starting 11. So people, first of all, we're going to the goalkeeper. We are going to the goalkeeper, which is the first person we're going to get into this level. The first person, we have a few keepers about. We have let me see, we have a few keepers sprinting around in the area, like the keeper Costa Rica, which is Keylor Navas. Evidently is the first player in the team. So the first person in the team is a Costa Rican player. He's the first person in the team. So Keylor Navas, people, is the first person in the team for the Concacaf region. We're selecting the best starting lineup for Concacaf. Out of all the Concacaf team, the best players that we could possibly deploy. And this is how this one is going. So Keylor Navas is in goal. Keylor Navas is definitely in goal. Supersede every other keeper in the Concacaf region. The keeper from Suriname, Jamaican keeper Andre Blake, the USA keeper as well. Although he's playing for Manchester City, but I do believe that he surpassed all of them. Let's see what Vincent said. I don't believe we are saying starting, but include him in the squad. Yes, I would include him in the squad if we get those games to get into match fitness. What if we don't get those preseason those friendlies? What if we don't get the friendlies and we're going to move straight into the Gold Cup? Would you take him to the squad in the Gold Cup? No way I am against the idea for Whitmore to just throw Ravel in the starting mix, but I am with him if he gives him a chance to get match sharp. I am also with that as well. I agree with that as well, Unseen Sports. So, people, Keylor Navas is the first person in goal. At right back, we have to go with this. We have to go with this, people. Sargent is at right back. So, so that is the first USA player in the team. We have so far we have a Costa Rica player. We have a USA player in the team. And at left back, we have Davis. Alphonso Davis. What's happening here? So we have Alphonso Davis at left back. So that is how the team is shaping up so far, people. Fairly good start for the team. Fairly good start. Barnett said right back, this left back, Alphonso Davis. Ansi Sports, Navas don't perform better than Blake in Concacaf. I'm not talking about Concacaf. I'm talking about the best players right now. Right now, the best players. I'm not talking about what they have done in Concacaf or what they have done for the international stage. I'm talking about what these players are doing right now, because we have to use current form. We have to use current form. That is how you select your best team. The players who are on form, yes, we can say we might believe that these particular players only perform for their countries or whatever. But at this point in time, I do believe that Navas is the best keeper in Concacaf. So the first defender we're moving inside of is, and we have to pay some respect. We have to pay some respect to this USA team, because they have a very, very good team. They have a very, very good team. So in centre back, I'll definitely go with John Brooks. Brooks has to be the man. Brooks has to be the man, people. He has to be the man. We can argue about it. And what we can do a comparison. Is he playing good? Is he playing better than Liam Moore or Pinnock right now? Is he doing better? Does he have more clean sheet? Where is his team ranking in the table? All of these things are factors. Barnett said John Brooks and Gravilion at centre back. Really? Really now? Really? So I'm looking at John Brooks. No assists. He has 2 goals. Significantly played, featured in Team of the Week twice. So you Blake stat is better than Navas in Concacaf. No, I'm seeing sport. I'm saying this. I'm talking about Concacaf. Okay, so Ian Campbell said compare them. Compare Blake and Navas. All right, so I'm going to do comparison. I'm going to do the comparison. Before I go any further, let me do the comparison. Before I go any further, people, I am going to do the comparison between Blake and I'm going to do the comparison between Blake and Navas. I'll definitely do the comparison. Unseen Sports said, "You a USA fan?" No, I'm not a USA fan. I am definitely not a USA fan. But remember now, John Brooks is playing in the German Bundesliga, featured in the Team of the Week 3 times. 3 times. And he's played very, very good. He has goals to his name. Great defensive stats. That is the reason why I'm going into the comparison. I'm definitely going to the comparison, so you guys can see what I'm talking about. I am going into the comparison, people, so you guys can see where I'm going, where I'm coming from, and where I'm going with this. But people, you have to remember now. So John Brooks, 28 years of age. His average SOFA score rating is actually 7.03. Really, really good. Let's move into it. Played 26 games, started 25 times. Fit. Total played 26, started 25 out of that. Minutes per game, 87 minutes per game. Featured team of the week twice. He has 2 goals. Fairly good enough shots. Shots per game, 0.8. Big chances, missed 2. Let's go into his passing stats. Very good passing stats. Accurate passes. Touches 74.0 touches per 90. Accurate passes per game 51.0. So I think John Brooks definitely is the better defender right now. But as you guys said, we should look at Keylor Navas versus McKennie or Taylor in midfield. McKennie or Taylor in midfield. So I'm going to do the comparison now. I'm definitely going to do comparison. So some of you guys are saying he's not good in Concacaf. So let's see if that is so true. Let us see if that is so true. I'm bringing it up, people. We want to see if he's not good in Concacaf as what they are saying. McKennie or Taylor Adams, midfield. That's going to be a tough midfield. A very, very tough midfield. But one of the reasons why I really decided to do this video is actually because Tactical did use so let's see what is happening here. He did put Pulisic over in that particular team as one of the best players in Concacaf right now, and I can't accept that. I don't believe that at all. None at all. I cannot believe that. So I'm doing the player comparison, people. It's coming up the player comparison. Keylor Navas versus Andre Blake. So people are saying that they don't think people, we shouldn't even be comparing these players. Keylor Navas is way ahead, miles ahead of Andre Blake. It's what I believe. It's miles ahead of Andre Blake. Let's see. Okay, let's go, people. We already know. We are ready. Ian Campbell said, please compare them. That is what I'm doing right now. Barnett said Pinnock is the best defender in championship, but remember now, Brooks is playing in the Bundesliga. I do believe that the Bundesliga is actually a higher level than the championship. I do believe so. People are going to say otherwise, but remember, Bayern Munich would slap any team in the championship. Bayern Munich would slap any team, even in the Premier League. So it is definitely a higher level. That is the peak. You're going to use the peak team at the peak level. So the championship right now, the peak team in the championship right now is Norwich. Norwich is the best team in championship right now. Think about a Norwich playing against a Bayern Munich. What will happen? Bayern Munich would slap Norwich away. So that you have to use the peak teams for both leagues to do the comparison, to get a better understanding. So let me get back onto it. So it'd be very, very difficult. It makes no sense for me to compare Navas and Blake because people are saying in the Concacaf, no, people are talking about current form. It makes no sense that I really go into that. So let me go over back to my best Concacaf 11. So in the centre back position, who would be the best person right now to partner Brooks? And I do believe it's Alvarado. Oh. Ooh, what is that defender's name? I'm trying to find the people. Pinnock is a better defender in Concacaf. We're not talking about Concacaf. We're talking about overall. We're not talking about what they have done in Concacaf. I'm talking about these players overall consistent form right now. The best players right now at this point in time. That is what we're talking about. Best players right now. So that is the reason why we have Navas in goal. We have Des at right back. We have Alphonso Davis at left back. And we have Brooks in the centre back partnership. And we are going to find the next man. Is a Mexican. The next person is a Mexican. No, compare Brooks against Moore and Pinnock. Okay. Brooks against Moore and Pinnock. Ooh. Yeesh. As I said, people... Campbell said he agreed with Navas as a keeper. Yes, I agree. Navas is definitely the keeper. No doubt about that. Navas is the keeper. Barney said Taylor Adams or McKinney in the midfield. Yes, I would definitely. Big up Randy. I thought the military Jamaican fan. How are you like? No, I'm just I have to do this, people. I have to do this. We want to select the best Concacaf team, people. It's the best Concacaf team, people. I have no idea why I think about comparing Navas to Blake. It makes no sense. None whatsoever. Just total madness. Total madness. Edson. Okay, just found his name, people. So just found out his name, people. For me, Moore and Pinnock are the best defenders in Concacaf. Wow, that's a big claim. That is a big claim, Ian. Massive claim. I find that very hard to back you on that one. Very hard. And look at that. The next keeper in line would still not be Blake. It would still not be Blake. Here is the next man, people. So that is the defense line, people. You guys can disagree, but I do believe that is the best defense line right now. That is definitely the best defense line right now. Which formation? 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3? Still not decided as yet. Ooh. I'm not deciding on the formation, people. Jamaican views, big up Jamaican views. Pulisic a baller still. Yeah, of course Pulisic a baller. But is Pulisic better than Bobby Reid right now? Is Pulisic racking up better numbers than Bobby Reid? Is Pulisic putting better performance than Bobby Reid right now? Because Pulisic has been washed for the longest while. Bobby Reid is playing now in a lesser team, racking better stats than Pulisic. Yes, he might overtake him in stats right now because I think he scored a few today. But at this moment, Bobby Reid has been consistently playing better football than Pulisic in a weaker team. Ansi Spurs said, the comparison I'm talking about is Concacaf competition. Brother, Navas a world class, top 10 and maybe top 5. Definitely. I have no idea why I was actually comparing them. Military, nobody asked me to compare Blake and Navas. In fact, Navas is better. Okay, so we all agree that Navas is better. No, Pinnock and Brooks. Pinnock and Brooks, come. Think about it. People. People, you guys need to find out which team, who is Edson Alvarez. It can't be Pinnock and Brook people. People Blake or Navas who perform better in Concacaf. That is what I'm talking about. We're not talking about who perform better in Concacaf. We're talking about who is best keeper right now. People, it has to be Edson. It has to be Edson. Not rocket science, Brooks and Moreno. 4-2-3-1. Carlos Salcido in front of for Alvarez. Ooh. That's a difficult one, people. That's a very, very difficult one. I do believe that's a very, very difficult one. That is definitely a different one. A difficult one. Bro, we're talking about one of Ajax's best defenders this season. One of. People are talking about one of Ajax's best defender, more consistent. He's one of Ajax's best defender, one of the most consistent defender that Ajax have. It's difficult, people. It's difficult for me to say no to that. He has 2 assists, 1 goal as a centre back. He consistently dropped 8 out of 10 or 7 out of 10 performances, people. Ian a madman. Alvarez play for Leon Bailey in the team. Europa League quarterfinals, exactly. He's through already. Come on, man. See, Raman saying Alvarez plays all in midfield as well. See, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. So, in the midfield, people, what formation you guys think a 4-2-3-1 would be suitable? A 4-2-3-1. So, who are the midfielders? Obviously, McKennie is actually one. McKennie is in there. McKennie is obviously, he has to be in there. McKennie has to be in there, people. Who else? Who else do you guys think? McKennie is in there, so who else do you guys think? People are saying, I'm seeing Tyler Adams, good shout. That's a very, very good shout. Tyler Adams is definitely a good shout. Who else you guys give me some idea? Go in that brain box of yours. All the Ravel Morrison fans, why don't you guys come out right now? Let's see. Do you guys think Ravel Morrison would make it into Concacaf best starting 11 right now? Do you guys believe so? Do you guys really think so? Anti Sports said, why use two DM? All right, so if that's the case, let's go to a 4-2-3-3. 4-1-4-3-3, I should say. Sorry, my bad. So 4-3-3 formation, then, people. That is definitely formation. 4-3-3, people. Who are the other 2 central midfielders? And that is the difficult question. Who are the other 2 central midfielders? Who do you think, people? Roman is saying Dos Santos. Dos Santos is not a central midfielder, bro. Dos Santos is not a central midfielder. Who is the next 2 people? If you're picking talent, Ravel Morrison would be in the team. No, I'm not. Ian, I'm talking about overall the best players right now to go in the team. Not talent, not working off talent. And if you're saying that it's talent, I do believe there's a lot of talented players over there. Barnett is saying Jonathan David. That's a good shout. That is a very, very good, a big shout. Jonathan David. That's a big shout, people. People are saying Tyler Adams. Yes, he is. Bro, there are 2 Santos brothers. Yeah, I know. Oh, which one of them are talking about? You're talking about the other Santos? Jonathan Dos Santos? Are you talking about Jonathan? So Jonathan David is on fine form. Did you watch the 2019 WorldCup final? Yes, I did. Neither the Dos Santos brothers will fit. Ooh. All right, so the Dos Santos brothers are out. The Dos Santos brothers are out. Hector Herrera. Big up Lumpa. Big up. Massive respect for jumping in. Oh, Hector Herrera is a good shout as well. What are his stats like? Barnes said they are over. People say Hector Herrera. People, we definitely need to find the next two central midfielders. I know you guys maybe want to go, but we have to find the two national. We're looking for the best players, the players who are on form right now. We're looking for players who are on form right now, going into the Gold Cup. Going into the Gold Cup, people. We're not talking about anyone who we think is not what about what we think. We're talking about players who are performing at the highest level, dominating in their league as well. Just as though we could have simply said McKennie is evidently in there because he's playing consistent football. Hector Herrera doesn't start for Atletico Madrid. Hector Herrera is, he doesn't start for Atletico Madrid, really? People, so the next two people, you're telling me we can't find two more central midfielders? We can't find two more central midfielders, people. Are you saying that? We can't find two more central midfielders. They always dominate though, so it's very, very difficult for me personally to pick Hector Herrera because for the entire season, Hector Herrera just maybe played like 10 games and only start 4, and he has 10 appearances and only start 4. David and Taylor Adams. Oh, definitely. So people, Vincent coming and said DJ. Really, Vincent? DJ? Oh, DJ? Right now, DJ, are you saying DJ is better than Taylor Adams? Are you saying that DJ is better than Taylor Adams right now? We're going to have a look into that. We'll definitely have a look into that. So, people, no one is thinking of the good ideas. So, is it going to be Taylor Adams? All right, so that means it's Taylor Adams then. It is definitely Taylor Adams. So definitely we have to use Taylor Adams, people, because that is the only name people are coming up with. So the US are going to dominate this thing. Are you guys saying the US is going to dominate this thing? I can't believe. Tyler Adams, I should say. So it's Tyler Adams and learning his trade, completing his trade at RB Leipzig. Quality footballer. But is he playing sufficient football? Let's get into that. Young age, right age profile, 22. Right age profile. Very, very good defensive midfielder. Man, Anthony Spurs says a USA squad this. But we have to be fair, people. USA does have a good squad. They really do have a good squad. But Tyler Adams played mostly on the right, so we have to put him over on the right-hand side. DJ saying US is a US squad. You have to include the Mexican, bro. No, all right. So Raman, what I'm doing, I'm selecting a team of players who are right now the best players right at this moment, current form at this moment. That is the reason why I'm selecting a team like this in this accordance. The best players right now. So obviously, I think people will say for the next lot, I'll definitely put in Bobby Reed. People might disagree. People might disagree. I find it very good. Ooh, what is this? So that is the midfield. I'm glad I Jamie that he missed. Of course, over on the left hand side we have Lozano. Bailey, and up front. That is it for me. That is it, people. That is it. So let me see the comments now. Military, please look some stats as the USA players are overrated. McKinney and Adams, I did look up their stats. They're doing really, really well in their league. So I can vouch for McKinney and Adams. But definitely, I see a lot of people putting the Pulisic in it. That is my problem. You can't have Pulisic in this squad. They are selecting. I see a lot of US in the platform, YouTube platforms. They are selecting Pulisic based off sentiments, and I don't believe that they should get it. So they have a fairly good amount of players, such as Adams, McKinney, Des, and Brooks. That's 4 players from the USA. We have 3 from Jamaica: Ricardo, Bailey, and Antonio. One Mexico, we have Lozano, Alvarez, and we have Davis from Canada, and in goal we have Navas from Costa Rica. And this, I do believe, is the Concacaf in form right now best starting lineup. Lozano. Are you saying Lozano is not in good form right now? All right, let's have a better. Let's take a deeper look at Lozano. Pulisic not even Corona because he's in Champions League. Corona could get a good shot. Corona is definitely a good shot. Forwards now. See, my forward is Antonio. AJ Williams said Pulisic. Let's see what Lozano is doing right now. Let's see if Lozano is racking up better stats than Pulisic, because I don't know Lozano is a very good player, but let's see if his stats are proven worthy at this point in time. Come on, Lozano has 9 goals, 2 assists. He has 9 goals, 2 assists, people. Pulisic has no stats close to Lozano. 9 goals, 2 assists. You smart. Bailey have to do this. Of course, Bailey have to be in it. Lozano is definitely a good pick, people. Ivan Toney stats better. Remember now, we're still unsure of Ivan Toney, but we are sure about Michail Antonio. Osborne said, good squad. Yes, but him still have better stats. Yes, Ivan Toney has better stats than Michail right now. But the thing is, we're like 70-30 to Ivan Toney. But with Michail Antonio, we know that Michail Antonio is 100%, because if you guys should check any the transfer market, any one of those websites, he's recorded as Jamaican on it. His passport and all those things have definitely been sorted out. That is the reason why he's been recorded as Jamaican and all. Check the football app you have on your phone and see what Michail Antonio is recorded as. Okay, so Barnett and Lozano no scored since January. Barnett, the last game that Lozano scored in was actually against Costa Rica in that victory over Mexico. Oh, that victory over Costa Rica. That was the last goal that he scored. And for these previous games, let's see, and it was not since January. It was actually February month end, end of February. But since then, he has been putting very, very good performance, consistent 7 out of 10 performances. But it's still, we can't put Pulisic in because, yes, Pulisic scored today, but Pulisic have been having very, very bad performances. Pulisic has not completed a 90 minutes for Chelsea since about January. What about Roof? Let me see. Lozano score would pick Redman as DM. No. Redman? Really? No. Redman is not a DM. Redman is not a DM. It more likely be a central midfielder, box-to-box midfielder, not a defensive midfielder. His defensive stats are not that good. Yes, he tracks back and he do a lot of work in the defensive area, but he does track back. Ian said, what about Roof? Is he a Jamaican citizen? Not as yet. Things still hasn't been completed with Roof, but I do think that Roof is actually closer than Ivan Toney. Maybe with Roof is like a 90 to 10%. So with Roof is like a 90 to 10%. Roof is actually in the process of getting everything sorted out, just small time. But Ivan Toney still haven't made the full commitment yet. I do believe that he still has his eye on England team. But I do think that based on what I'm hearing, I think he will come in. Oh, Daryl died. Yes, he's in good form, but not over these players that I've selected. Not over these players that I've selected. And the thing about it is that Lozano has been featured in Team of the Week 4 times. Okay, so Roof is okay. So Roof gets it over line. So let me check. Okay, so definitely Roof is definitely people. My bad, sorry about that. My mistake. Roof is actually a Jamaican citizen. I'm not sure what is happening and the problem yet, but definitely. You're talking about what about Roof getting into the squad? Roof is doing fairly okay. He's doing fairly okay, but I can't see Roof doing better than what Ivan Toney is doing right now. Yes, he's leading his team to winning the Scottish League, but it'd be very, very difficult. He scored a brace. He scored a brace. I think Ivan Toney is ahead of him. Roof, he drops a lot of 6 out of 7s, 6 out of 10s, a lot of 5 out of 10s. A lot of people don't watch Roof, and I think you guys should watch Roof. You guys can get a better understanding of the player. His passing stats are not good either, as though people would state it. All right, so I'm going to bring up Roof on it. So big up. Big up Ryan LFC. Big up for coming in chat. Much respect, bro. Much respect. Roof is Jamaican citizen. Yeah. I know, Ian. My bad. How many times you gonna say it? Yeah. Campbell sounds so sure about. I'm talking about Roof. I'm talking about coming to play for Jamaica. That is what I'm talking about. Like coming to play for Jamaica. Better stats than Antonio. All right, so I'm going to do a player comparison between Roof and Antonio. Roof at left wing, I can't do that, bro. Over Lasagna, over a natural winger, you can't use that. You can't put Roof over a natural winger. Oh, it's not. Heard is not Jamaican citizen, brother. Well, on all the platform, they're saying that who you're saying is not Jamaican citizen. He's citizen, but waiting for his passport. Agreed. Yes, he's citizen. On all the platforms, he's recorded as Jamaican. On every single platform, he's recorded as Jamaican. So that is the predicted lineup, people. On current stats, I think let's go. Let's get into that. Let us get into that. Roof stats is good. 19 match, 10 goals. Yeah, those are good stats as well. Very, very good stats. Averaging, and I think like 3 assists. I'm going to reel up the player comparison, people, so you guys can get a better idea of what these players are battling like. So I'm going to do the player comparison and see what you guys think about that. I'm going to get that up, people. Okay, so people, for this season, let me run through the stats for this season between Antonio and Kemar Roof. Something that everyone is asking for. Let me see this particular season. Let me get that up. Ooh. Oh, so that's not coming up, people. So I'll definitely have to do that another time. It's actually getting late. It seems that the stats are up. The stats are up. The stats are up. My bad. The stats are up, people. Let me get over to it. Let me get over to it, people. So we're going to check out Kemar Roof versus Michail Antonio stats to see which one of them right now is worthy to go into the Gold Cup squad, the Concacaf Gold Cup squad. We're going to see which one is worthy to go into the Concacaf Gold Cup squad. This is a difficult one. This is definitely a difficult one. Let me see. Oh, people, remember to smash that like button, people. Really hit that like button. Or really, It actually helped the stream. So guys, smash the like button. So we're over to the player comparison. We are over on the player comparison, people. It's coming up. It's coming up. It is coming up. Let's see. Good. So these are up. So current value. Michail Antonio, 12 million. Roof, 6 million euros. So, well, they are relatively cheap. Both of them are relatively cheap, as you guys can see. The transfer market, look at the dip. But the good thing about it is that Roof is actually on a steady incline, just going up. Playing for some very, very good team as well. So let's go over to, these are actually the overall stats. These are actually the overall stats for the players. And on overall stats, Kemar Roof has better stats on the overall stats. But I want to get into their current form. So Kemar Roof has, let me see, people. He has 10 goals in 9 appearances, 2 assists. Let me get through. So he has 19 appearances. Ooh. Let me go over to the page that you guys would want to see. So people, on the left, these are the final stats. On the left, we have Michail Antonio. On the right, we have Kemar Roof. So you guys can see a better look. So over on the left side, people, those are stats. So first thing, you have total games played, which is 408. This is overall. I'll go into this season stats. You have total games played, 408 games played in total for Michail Antonio's entire career. He scored 92 goals. He has 68 assists with a scoring frequency of 300 every 330 minutes. He will score a goal at 28%. So Kemar Roof now has 331 appearances, lifetime appearances, with 110 goals, with 52 assists, at scoring ratio of 220 per 9 every 90. So right here, what we're seeing for their overall stats, Kemar Roof is a more prolific goal scorer than Michail Antonio. So Kemar Roof has played with less than 100, maybe about 90 game less, no, 70 game less, scoring 12 goals, 12 more goals. Kemar Roof played 70 games less than Michail Antonio, scoring 12 more goals. 12 more goals, scoring 12 more goals. Is that 12? Actually, scoring 18 more goals. My bad. Scoring 18 more goals. So Kemar Roof scored 18 more goals, playing less games than Michail Antonio. Michail Antonio have more assists, like 14 assists, more than Kemar Roof. But Kemar Roof, right here, as you guys can see, is a more prolific striker than Michail Antonio. But on current form, I think Michail Antonio will get the heads up because of the league that he's playing in. He's playing at a higher level than Kemar Roof. Yes, we know Championship is, the Scottish League is a good level, but the Premier League is the highest level that you can play. Kemar Roof is winning the Scottish League title. Michail Antonio is battling to go into Champions. He's in Champions League position in the top 4 in the Premier League. So that is also significant. That is a big state that you guys have to look at. So that is also critical. But on current form right now, Michail Antonio is definitely ahead. Exactly, that is what I'm saying. Michail Antonio is actually a better league. So that is something that I factor in. That is something I factored in. Kemar Roof scored twice in his last game. Yeah, but we have to factor in that Antonio is actually playing in a higher level. not saying that the Scottish League is a low level, but the Premier League is a more intense level. Think about it, people. Antonio is playing against Manchester City. Of course, the Scottish team goes to Champions League. But look at it, look at it, people. How would you compare Rangers, who is winning league right now, versus a Manchester City? Which team is better, Rangers or Manchester City? And remember the last game that Antonio played against Manchester City, it bullied them. So think about it, people. The team that Roof is playing for is in the Scottish League and they're winning the league. But think about that Scottish team that is winning this, the Rangers team winning the Scottish League, playing against a Manchester City. Who stand a stronger chance? Who would definitely stand a stronger chance? I do believe that the Manchester City team would stand a stronger chance. If West Ham team right now, the West Ham current team right now, I believe that the West Ham current team can beat can beat Rangers. I believe so. I do believe so. You guys might not agree. So people, please smash that like button. Really, really appreciate it. So this here that you're seeing right here is my Concacaf 11. This is my Concacaf 11. We have 3 Jamaican players in it. USA have what, 4? There's 4 USA players, USMNT players in it. 1 Canadian player, 1 Costa Rica player, and 2 Mexico players. We know Mexico has really, really good talent, but Mexico players are seen as very over the top edge players. But it's what we're working with, people. So definitely, people. So that is it for now. Let me run through it. We have Keylor Navas in the goal. We have Des at right back. Alvarez at centre back, at right centre back. We have Brooks at left centre back, John Brooks. We have Alphonso Davis. We have McKennie as a holding midfielder. As a 2 midfield pair, we have the Carter, Dover, Reed, and Adams, Tyler Adams, shielding, giving the attacking potency. Up front, we have Leon Bailey on the right, and we have Lozano on the left, and up front, leading the line, we have Michail Antonio. People are telling me about Raul Jimenez. Raul Jimenez have not played the game in a long while, and we cannot tell if he would have scored more goals. How much goal has Antonio scored so far? Antonio has scored like Roof has 10 goals. Is it 10? Yes, Roof has 10 goals and 2 assists. Antonio's 9 goals, 5 assists. Antonio has 1 less goal than Roof with 5 assists, with more assists. Last time Rangers played in a championship league, Bayern Leverkusen beat them. Exactly. Leverkusen beat them. I'm not saying Leverkusen is a weak team, but definitely. So, people, thank you very much for tuning in. Please, people, smash the like button and go and check out my interview that I did with Ian and the Bomber Williams. Big interview, people. Former Jamaica Reggae Boyz. He tells us his story leading up to playing into the World Cup, 98 World Cup. He tells us how the experience was, what happened, a small dispute between him and Rene Smoyes. Guys, go and check it out. So please, people, go and check out that and smash that like button and that one. Andy Bomber Williams, Andy Williams, people, famous, really, really famous. He's now at Real Salt Lake in the MLS, doing scouting, also doing a bit of coaching as well. So people, go and check that out. Great interview. The link is in the description, people. Also, if you don't find it in the description, go over the comment tab. Before you go, please smash the like button. I would really, really appreciate it, people. This has been a good one. Definitely a good one. You guys saw we run through a lot of things. Top three Concacaf, the best Concacaf strikers right now. And Antonio took the race. Michail Antonio took the race, and we selected Concacaf top 10. Best 11, the Concacaf best 11, and that is where it goes. So everyone, Unseen Sports, Vincent Company, everyone who tuned in, Ian Campbell, Roman Osborne, Ryan, big up everybody who jump in. Barnett, much respect. Andrew, Adrian Williams, big up people for coming in. Please go and hit the like button before you go. And this has been Military Guna TV, people. And